Hi guys, in today's tutorial I will show you how to perfectly stabilize and lock on your footage in After Effects, and how to fix the jitters in case they appear. Before we begin, I want to explain why jitters happen in your footage in the first place. Jitters are usually caused by small, inconsistent camera movements, micro vibrations from handheld filming, walking, or using long focal lengths. The longer the focal length, the more every tiny shake becomes noticeable in the final video. These movements happen on multiple axes, and the camera doesn't shake the same way every frame, so the motion is irregular, which the viewer sees as shaking or jitter. Now here's the part that confuses many beginners. Why do jitters sometimes appear after you stabilize the video, even if the original footage wasn't too shaky? When we stabilize video, the software is essentially tracking surfaces or points in the image and trying to keep them still. But if the shot has motion blur, fast movement, or low contrast areas, the tracker may lose accuracy. When the tracking point jumps even slightly from its position between frames, After Effects tries to compensate, and that creates a new jitter that wasn't originally visible. So I think you got the point of jitters, and before we move into the stabilize motion, the first thing we're going to do is apply warp stabilizer to make the footage overall more stable and smoother. By reducing those micro shakes first, we give After Effects a much cleaner base to work with, which means the locking on process will be more accurate and produce way fewer jitters later. Let's change the smoothness to 15%. This keeps the footage looking natural without that unrealistic rubber distortion. After that, open the advanced settings, enable detailed analysis, and disable fast analysis. This forces warp stabilizer to read the footage more deeply and frame by frame, which results in a much more accurate and higher quality stabilization. After the analysis is complete, check the video to see if it's smoother. If 15% wasn't enough, try increasing it to 20%, but usually 15% is more than enough. Once the footage is stable, pre-compose the layer to begin stabilizing and locking it in the center. Make sure Move All Attributes and Adjust Composition Duration are selected, then click OK. Scroll to the beginning of the clip. We now have two options to stabilize the footage: the Track Camera method, which is the best option, or the Stabilize Motion method, which is the one I'll be using in this tutorial. If you want to learn the Track Camera method, check the link in this video's description for that tutorial. Once we click Stabilize Motion, zoom into the footage. In this example, I'll be stabilizing and locking onto the car's badge. Drag the track point onto the badge, then increase the size of the outer box. The outer box defines the area After Effects uses to search for movement, so enlarging it helps the tracker follow the object more accurately. Next, enlarge the inner box as well. The inner box defines the exact area being tracked, so making it larger gives After Effects more detail to analyze and lock onto. Click Options, select RGB, enable Adapt feature on every frame and click OK. Now press the Analyze Forward button and wait for the tracking to finish. Once the analysis is complete, click Apply, and hit OK. Close the tracking window, and then we can start centering the clip and fixing the black edges that appear after stabilization. First, enable the proportional grid. This helps us see the exact center of the screen so we can perfectly center the video and lock on. Now let's fix the black edges. Press S on your keyboard and slightly scale the video until the edges disappear. Next, we can begin centering the car and locking onto the badge by dragging the clip until it's aligned to the center. Once that's done, we can check the stabilization. As you can see, everything is smooth and perfectly stabilized. There are no jitters or unwanted shakes. However, if your footage still has micro jitters, we can apply Warp Stabilizer again, but first pre-compose this layer once more. Then apply Warp Stabilizer, and this time set the smoothness to a lower value, around 5%, because we don't need more than that. A higher smoothness value forces After Effects to compensate more aggressively, which can introduce warping, stretching, or unnatural motion into the shot. Once the analysis is finished, review the result. It should now appear smoother. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.